Here we go. Joker.
Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. This is Grant. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. The setup to throw. That's complete to his running back, Grant. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, pick it up.
They'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. A huge play that time for the Rams. 47 yards. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. On the ground, this is Williams. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Corey Grant, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Check, watch what he's doing, Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that. Back one. Alert 3. Check. Check 24. Check. Check hot route. Hot. Inside. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Run. Play it, play it, play it, play it, play it, play it. Mike spot 4.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. A quick throw now complete to Ross. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd.
Move. Kill. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Kill.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Completes it to Hearns. 12 yards the pickup. Good enough for an Arizona first. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Slam. Switch.
First down, here's the run with Cook. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the shift going. Watch the shift. Switch. Wide left. Hey, Mike. Hey, flag. Look at this.
On the ground, it's Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10.
Get the ball. Alert flare. Right. Goose. Shit. Check 4. Show it up. Okay, over here. Big ass.
A toss to Cook. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Shit. Hey, watch it. 25, check 20. Back one. Over.
They'll run on first down. It's Cook. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Check 3, check. Check, 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 check.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Check, 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 check.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. On is Josh Lambo for the field goal try. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And Lambo will put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But
the Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Alex Okafor. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They will run with Grant. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are. Figure out the things that they really want to accomplish and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense. Just flooded the field with defensive backs. Blanketed everyone. Took away all the passing angles. Thus, the incompletion.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. Mike 56. Mike 56. I got one. I got one. I got one. 56 to Mike. Check 56. Ricky. Mike's 56. Mike's 56. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And this is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
319. Check. Watch 54. All right. Check. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Check. He's coming. We got double up.
first down. Cook. And he'll get this down only to the 18. John Simon in on the stop.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch the screen. Pass. Check. Hey. We are going. That's the West.
Cook on the toss left. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Watch the play. Get Mike. Tight up. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Undercrush.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. Hearns brings it in. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Boy, you sure don't see that too often.
I guess you can't really call anything a gimme, but you figure with his track record, that's a sure thing. But it turns out it's not the case.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Grant. Lawrence Guy able to bring him down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. And that's caught inside the 35.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
A reminder coming up at halftime. We'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. The open man is Westbrook. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 14.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Corey Grant with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now, under 100 yards of total offense. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. And now it's second down.
What's tight? Tight end's right. What's tight? Tight end's right. Hey, we got four. We got four down.
To throw is Rodgers. Going to throw again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's get this.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for third down.
He's checking. Local over here. Check 13. Hey, alert 3. Watch twist. Sponge. No. Check 30. Check Cali. Front left Cali.
Now Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. 34 yards on the return. But for a moment, looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over.
Check 56. Hey, let's get this. Hey, turn it up.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to loft one, and this is caught inside the 5. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary. playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Now Cook. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
We play to win. Let's go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. It's the linebacker, Brandon Marshall, there on the tackle.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Back. Go.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Sliding out of the pocket. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll go with a keeper. And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
Watch twist. Slam. Hey, stay at home.
Now this time he'll look to throw. They're going to set up the screen here. This is Grant. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And they open the lead up now to 25. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away, it's Tavecchio. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Hatch it. Chance. Check the backer.
Cook. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Let's go. Check. Crunch. Check 52. Check 37. Check 37. Alert 3.
On 2nd down, Cook. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. 31's the mic. It's our time, guys. It's our time. 31's the mic. Here we go.
Operating from the gun, Rodgers. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And we're into the 2nd half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know, the rhythm seems off. And this will be taken at the 13. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10.
At their own 42-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 28. Yards there and give them a 1st down.
And the Rams, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. And they'll go on the ground. Down to the 25. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
March 56. And we got to get to the ball, D. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Converge.
2nd and 9 now. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. And give him 9 yards on the 2nd down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Now Giorgio Tavecchio for the field goal try. This a 33-yard attempt. The kick by Tavecchio is good, and their lead will swell up to 28. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Again, it's Cook. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Right there, 54, right there. 54, Mike. Who that? 54 is Mike. 54. Right left. Check. Watch 54. Watch the run. Again.
Rodgers now from the gun. He'll throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Leg. Slam. Switch.
They'll run for it. Cook going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. Dalvin Cook turned away on 4th down. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, L.A.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first. They'll run on first down. It's Grant, and the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
2nd and 4. And he will score. Touchdown, L.A. Taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Why? Get wide.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook, and they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards to pick up, good enough for an Arizona first.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check 31. Alert flare. Deuce.
A give, this is Cook. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. The decision is to decline it and not give him the down back.
They might as well have sent a skywriter above the stadium saying, we don't think you can get the first down against our defense by that decision.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, take 26. Right there, 54, right there. Yeah, Liz. Nice, sweetheart.
From the gun, Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Credit the sack to Brandon Marshall.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. The Cardinals on 3rd down. It's been a problem, just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever.
Mike's 5-4. Here we go. Begin. Back north. Check 50. Check side.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Brandon Marshall picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That right now That's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. It's in the fourth quarter down in Miami. The Dolphins, they have extended their lead in that one. If they hold on, a victory there would be their third of the year. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They'll try and sneak it here, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Big Shaq Lawson gets the sack there.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
Shit. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Right now, you got 58. 58.
Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Watch the curl.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd down. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
First down, Arizona.
258.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Los Angeles, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get another home date next week as the Patriots will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.